Alright, time to feed the hungry viewers again. Let's do this. Hello viewers, mornings, another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good, or excellent. But, alright, what I got for you? Says here, AMD's new AI frame gen tech could revolutionize the Steam Deck 2. AMD is hoping that its new FSR4 technology will improve battery life and performance when gaming on handheld devices like the Steam Deck. AMD is going all in on artificial intelligence to power its new frame generation tech, with the hope of boosting the frame rates and battery life of the handheld device such as the Steam Deck. AMD FSR4 Fidelity FX Super Resolution will be AMD's fourth release of the technology designed to help boost frame rates in games. AMD revealed that it made the switch internally to focus on AI-based approach 9 to 12 months ago because the original FSR technology wasn't where the future is going for gamers. The company continues to battle it out against NVIDIA dominance of the GPU market, while AMD owns chips are regularly used in some of the best graphics cards available. NVIDIA has a big head start when it comes to AI-based gaming tech. It says Jack Hughes, Senior Vice President and General Manager of AMD Computing and Graphics Group, spoke in an interview with Tom's Hardware about the change in focus for the company at the IFA trade show in Berlin. FSR2 and FSR3 were analytical-based generation stage hung. It was filtered-based. He then adds that AMD is now going AI-based frame generation, frame interpolation, and the idea is increase efficiency to maximize battery life. And it says technology such as FSR help to address slow frame rates on underpowered GPU in demanding games, but not only upscaling the resolution but also using frame generation. The latter is where additional frames are inserted between the ones rendered by the GPU, increasing the frame rates to provide smoother gameplay. Unlike NVIDIA DLSS 3, which uses AI to create additional frames using the power of tensor cores built on the GPU, FSR3 frame generation is GPU agnostic and can be used on any GPU hardware. However, in our testing, DLSS 3 often looks better than FSR3 when it comes to both upscaling and frame generation with few on-screen artifacts and shimmering. DLSS is also supported by more games than FSR3 right now. And then it says if AMD is fully embracing AI with FSR4, its upscaling and frame generation technology could be about to take a leap forward. Hung doesn't say whether or not FSR4 will follow NVIDIA approach and require specific hardware to do these AI calculations, but AMD has the tech. Its RDNA 3 GPUs such as Radeon RX 7900 XTX features matrix cores that can be used for AI, but they currently go unused in games. This could mark a big change for AMD desktop gaming GPU, but it also has large implication for handheld chips, where AMD is currently dominating with its chips, not only used in the Steam Deck but also in the Asus ROG Ally and the Lenovo Legion Go. He expressed frustration that the battery life is not there in the latter two devices, and say that AMD is planning to use FSR4 to improve this situation. And what else we got? It says here, Hugh also spoke to the site about locking the frame rates of handheld to 30 to 35 FPS in an effort to preserve battery life. Capping the frame rates would certainly limit the power draw, but the 30-35 FPS is barely playable by a modern PC gaming standard, and AMD also only recommends using FSR3 frame generation in games running at 60 FPS and above. So there's enough information for it to create the extra frames. We will be interested to see how this play out when FSR4 is finally released. Then it says here, let's see if I can get this. If AMD gets FSR4 right, though, then the future handheld gaming device could be faster and more powerful, power efficient. If the new CPU in the Steam Deck ends up featuring full AI hardware that can take the upscaling and frame generation workload away from the rest of the chip, while also offering decent CPU and GPU performance, then gaming performance and image quality could improve and the battery could last longer. Then it says, while other details are scarce, Hugh comments at least confirmed that FSR4 is on the way, with AMD working on the technology for about a year already. A release might not be far away, although game developers will need time to integrate the tech once it's released. Then it says, if you're interested in taking your gameplay with you, you might want to look into the best handheld gaming PC for your needs. Next, with the handheld like the Asus ROG Ally X out there, and the technology such as AMD FSR getting better and better, you'll be surprised how many of today's games you can play on a handheld now. And that's the end of the article. So FSR4 AI, yeah, AMD, that's the road they're on, you know, and they're not looking back either. So they made some changes, and they're trying to improve battery life and gameplay and keeping up with NVIDIA. So yeah, they you know, they have to stay consistent, you know, and keep up with the times, you know. So good move on their part. So the future of video games looks great, and yeah, it will give the tech nerds something to talk about. So yeah, FSR4, Steam Deck 2, Z2 Extreme chip 2. Yeah, we'll see what happens in 2025 and the rest of 2024. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy though. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars, Star Trek thing. Pork, Dark Side. Go. Peace.